Okay. Hi, everybody. This is Lisa Howard with Lisa Howard Coaching, and we're going to get this going here in just a moment. It's not quite 9 o'clock, so we're just going to wait a moment until 9 o'clock, and then I'm going to start speaking here. I'm super excited to talk about this morning, and I actually woke up pretty early this morning with my husband and got to work on slapping together some final touching for you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and it will, I think, help you to remember why it's important to get excited about what you're doing and help you get fired up for your day. Okay, so 9 o'clock, here we go. All right, so this is the enthusiastic mindset. This is, I think, the bridge to successful goal achievement and powerful creativity. And so what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be going through some images here that I've created to help kind of facilitate this discussion along the way. And for those of you who are wondering who I am, I want to introduce myself a little bit here. So my name is Lisa Howard, and I'm a personal coach and strategist. I am also an instructor, coach, Army veteran. I'm an athlete and entrepreneur. I'm a team leader in my network marketing business, and I'm a married mother. I have 3 children. I'm a blogger and a writer, and I sort of these days consider myself a little bit of a creative beast, as I'm constantly creating and building and designing things. I am a mental strength coach specializing in NLP and mindset transformation. And those of you that don't know what NLP is, it is neuro-linguistic programming. It's just a fancy word for saying mindset or self-talk, so inner dialogue. It is the way in which the words that we speak affect our brain. And so really excited to be able to share this presentation with you guys. I think that this is one of the keys to helping really start transform your mindset. If you're struggling with feeling depressed or having a negative attitude, this is the attitude adjuster right here. So I love this picture when I found it. I really think it kind of incites a feeling of just that spark that happens when we are feeling enthusiastic. And so enthusiasm is the electricity of life. And I really love that so much. Really just excited about that. So let's see here. All right, moving on. We're going to go on to the next slide here. So I want to talk about why you need enthusiasm. If you have some big ass goals that you are trying to achieve in your life, it is, I would say, nearly impossible for you to reach your goals if you are, and here, let's just go back for just a moment here. I want to focus on this. Why you really need this if you have big ass goals. So if you are setting a bunch of smaller goals for yourself so that you can reach these big giant goals that you may have, it is so important that you continue to maintain your excitement in regards to those big goals as you are kind of eking along the path towards your big goal and having to accomplish these smaller goals and smaller tasks that can at times really draining and can kind of distract us from our excitement in regards. So it's important to maintain them all the time, as much as possible. And some ways that, you know, enthusiasm can help us is right away, the very first thing that enthusiasm does as a mindset, the enthusiastic mindset improves visualizing, clarity, and vividness. And what do I mean by this? I mean that you are better able to connect to clarity and to feeling clear with being able to see and have that vision of your big goal in your mind when you are enthusiastic. You are better able to connect to that clarity with a positive frame of mind than you would be if you had a negative mindset. It is visualize and to keep your big goal in your mind if you are being constantly bombarded with negative commentary, whether that's coming from outside or within yourself. Another thing that the enthusiastic mindset does, there has been a lot of imaging, thank you technology, that has shown us that the brain literally fires up those areas of our brain that are responsible for creativity with electrical stimulation. So that's why I really like that lightning bolt image, because when we are feeling enthusiastic, we really are getting fired up. And I love these two quotes right here. I wanted to share these with you guys. Creativity is a natural extension of our enthusiasm. So it is going to be boosted through the roof when you are feeling enthusiastic. And I love this. There is nothing wrong with loving the crap out of everything. Negative people find their walls. So never apologize for your enthusiasm. Never, ever, never. And I agree with that so, so much. I have in my life faced a lot of criticism from negative people or people who were feeling negative when I have been able to maintain my enthusiasm and excitement and a feeling of happiness and looking forward to my day and the future and goals that I'm going to achieve, that I know I'm going to achieve, even when things are super hard and we're in the middle of like really terrible times. And that's kind of been my thing that has made me stand out throughout my life, is that even when I was super depressed at times in my youth, I really was kind of counted on, I think, from my group of friends to really pretty much always maintain this excitement for the things that I love to do and I want to do and I'm passionate about in my life. And so I want to, with this presentation, kind of give you some examples of ways where and how to find your own enthusiasm. Because according to Dale Carnegie there, excuse me, flaming enthusiasm backed by horse sense and persistence is the quality that most frequently makes for success. Dale Carnegie, again, later on in this presentation, if you don't know who he is, he was sort of seen as a dynamo in the field of self-development or personal development. So I really respect this quote here. I really respect him a lot, and I love this quote because it really does make a big impact on our successes in life when we maintain that enthusiastic mindset. So what are these ways? Where and how can you boost up your own enthusiasm? So right away, my top #1 thing of all time that helps me to maintain my enthusiasm is music. And I do find that it is important that I am careful with what kind of music I listen to when I am specifically listening to it in order to boost my mood and my enthusiasm. I find that though I love multiple genres of music, I do come from a background of a family of musicians, and I am a sort of a music lover, and I highly, highly value music appreciation in my life, and also music performance. And I used to play some instruments. So when it comes to music, I find that though I do like all of these many different genres of music, one of my genres that I tend to avoid when I am trying to boost up my enthusiasm are those darker, more morbid styles of rock and metal and hard, like punk and really just gnarly gangster rap. And I do love those kinds of music very, very much. And I do still listen to those types of music. However, when I am when I'm feeling less than myself and I'm really feeling like off with my mood, I really try not to listen to those things when I am seeking out some better energy, some more positive energy, or my mood is already super, super low. And so I tend towards, the pop. So a lot of pop music from multiple generations. I love to turn on some of my favorite, like 50s music, 60s, 70s, 80s music is great for boosting up your enthusiasm, I think. And then, of course, me being an athlete, and I love dancing, dance music and fast music, things like that, and a lot of electronic with no vocals whatsoever. I do listen to a lot of that as well, like instrumental music. Classical music is another one that I do respond well to in order to improve my enthusiasm. So I kind of just real quickly go through the rest of this slide because I'm sure you were looking at it as I was talking about. And so your support network, that's a great place to find some enthusiasm. If you've got a good support network around you, which I hope that you do, you want to try and reach out. And this is why I say be careful reaching out here, because if you do have family and friends in your support network who themselves may be less than enthusiastic and might have kind of these underlying negative tones in their commentary and their overall outlook towards life, you really want to be careful trying to improve your enthusiasm. You want to be careful in choosing who you go to, and make sure you're aware of maybe some things that are going on in their life that might affect their mood and their attitude. So that is really, really important. And that is kind of hard. So hopefully you are building a good, solid support system around yourself, filled with people that try themselves as much as possible to also be enthusiastic. Again, so support group and team, this is a little bit different, I think, than just your regular general support network and support system, which I said does consist primarily of friends and family. A support group and a team, especially these days, might be with in a community, or in maybe possibly in your online community within social media. So, and this is usually a closed group or maybe even a secret group full of other people that are individuals who are also trying to maintain their enthusiasm. A mentor, find yourself a mentor. This does not have to be a professional mentor, but I do highly suggest, especially if you are trying to improve your enthusiasm for purposes of reaching business goals, that you do go ahead and find yourself a good mentor. I myself do provide entrepreneurship, mentorship opportunities, but there are some great people out there that I did want to suggest. Martin Rooney, if you are an athlete or you maybe are a man, he is amazing at talking about enthusiasm and getting people super fired up. Brendan Bird, very inspirational. He's just really, really amazing if you are looking for business inspiration and, again, enthusiasm. And then Brian Tracy, amazing at getting people fired up and reminding them why it's important to maintain that high functioning sense of enthusiasm in your life. And then finally, making sure that you have this nature, getting outside. So just going outside alone is going to be a huge mood booster. We are not designed, our bodies are not designed to be trapped indoors all day. So get outside, get some movement in if you can, some physical activity outside. Boost your mood and help you to feel more enthusiastic and more excited about life in general. And then finally, don't be afraid, especially if you have goals academically, you're online, you're studying, there is a potential for a lot of distractions from social media. So log off of your Facebook, get off of the social media, give yourself some filters and Unfollow the people you need to unfollow right now. Go do that if you have not yet. If you're worried about hurting somebody's feelings because you're going to unfriend them and all this stuff, don't unfriend them. Just unfollow them. Get them out of your news feed. You don't need to hear people complaining constantly about their boyfriends and all their drama with their coworkers and why they hate their jobs. Get it out of your life. If you are trying to keep yourself feeling excited about your own life. And again, make those limitations and set those boundaries for yourself. It's super, super important. And I'm not saying, don't make it a point to go back and maybe check on those people. If they are your friends, go back and check on them from time to time, but get them out of your regular everyday news feed, for real. Okay, and then finally, this last area that I really want to take some time to address is how your mindset, the one thing that can really help you to accomplish more in better, bigger ways and in less time. I am telling you these things because I know for myself what happens when I lose my sense of enthusiasm. It is a very obvious thing to me and also to others when I lose my enthusiasm and when I'm feeling less than excited, because I do most of the time maintain that. And so when I do lose it, it is very obvious, and I can see right away the marked differences in my productivity, in my overall attitude, and my mood. And because enthusiasm really is the match that lights the candle on achievement, okay? It increases your overall energy levels. It is going to help with reducing fatigue. It reducing overall low mood or malaise or depression. And malaise is like really just like you're just feeling like shit, honestly. Like you really just blah. You're feeling totally apathetic. You have no energy whatsoever. Everything around you is just feeling senseless. Maybe you're feeling disconnected and possibly even dissociated. Those types of things are going to disappear when you improve your enthusiasm. Enthusiasm boosts your productivity for your life and your business. And in general, it makes you mentally and also physically quicker. You get excited to do something and you want to do it. So it is also easier for you to feel motivated. You feel passion. You feel alive again when you are embracing an enthusiastic mindset. Okay, it's also going to increase the quality of innovation, the quality of ideas that we have. Enthusiasm is that secret and harmonious spirit which hovers over the production of genius. And that is from Isaac D'Israeli. And I really, really love this quote so much because I have lately been significantly improving my own ability to delegate and collaborate with others and to come up with some ideas to create some new things that I think are needed in the world, and growing my business idea into something much larger than I ever thought that I previously thought that I would be growing it into. And so I think it's really important to think about this. If you are trying to come up with some ideas to solve a problem, you're really maybe not feeling as resourceful as usual. Trying to increase your enthusiasm and addressing that enthusiastic mindset is going to help with innovation. And that's so important today as we are trying to progress development and personal development, and also with contributing to the development and progress of humanity in general. So to me, this is something that if you are lacking enthusiasm, it is going to serve others and is going to, I think, be a way of being socially responsible if you increase your enthusiasm in order to help you be more innovative and resourceful. Ralph Waldo Emerson, of course, this is so famous. Everybody sees this quote everywhere, and it is actually part of a much larger quote in which he talks about enthusiasm kind of being the engines for, the powerful engines for success. But he does say here, you know, enthusiasm is the mother of effort, the mother of effort. And without it, nothing great was ever achieved. So he's basically saying, you know, that enthusiasm is the place where it is the mother of effort. And don't have enthusiasm, you're not going to have a place to birth and grow inside of you the energy in order to achieve and do and try to do and to attempt to do things. So it's very, very important in order to foster this sense of productivity and high productivity to get things done in your life, that you are staying enthusiastic and staying in touch with that with yourself. Okay, so here in business, I don't know if you guys can fully see this whole image. There we go. So in business, I think that, you know, we see the enthusiastic mindset affect business so much. And these here are many, just some of the, when I go and I look around and I look up anything in regards to enthusiasm, these are some of the world's, you know, greatest thinkers of all time and philosophers and people that are very skilled with talking about personal development. And they all agree. They all agree that enthusiasm is the key to being more successful in your life and in your business. And I really love this. A mediocre idea that generates enthusiasm will go further than a great idea that inspires no one. And that's from, it says Mary Kay Ash. And that is, how powerful is that, you guys? That's like super duper. And it's just really amazing to me how true that is. I see people that have so many great ideas, but they just they don't know how to express their excitement about it to others, and they're lacking enthusiasm and confidence about their own idea. And so it doesn't inspire any great idea that they have. It just doesn't go anywhere because they don't have the excitement that is required to really fuel people's interest in what you are doing or what your idea could do. And then I like this one here. Those of you that know me, I really do a lot of marketing and a lot of creative marketing and a lot of content creation. And so I love this because marketing is enthusiasm transferred to the customer. And I think that that's so true, because I really try to, when I'm creating my content and all of my messages that I'm putting out there to the world, including this presentation, I really try to tap into that passion and excitement that I feel for whatever it is that I'm trying to express. And I really try to, you know, via the words on the paper and the colors on the page and the shapes that I'm choosing, to transfer over my own feelings of enthusiasm over to my my clients, my followers, and my audience in general. So look at these names, you guys: Walter Chrysler, Henry Ford, Charles Kingsley, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr., and Dale Carnegie. Those are all people, just amazing, successful people that all seem to agree that enthusiasm is the way for you to achieve your. I wanted to tell you all thank you for staying until the end. If you watch this all the way through, I hope that you have a great day and that you go out there and you try to get excited about something in your life and maybe reconnect to those things that provide you with excitement and help you to foster that fantastic mindset for yourself so that you can achieve your goals in your life and in your business and in your relationships as well. If you want to know more about me and who I am, if you're not already following me on Facebook, you can follow me. You can go to Facebook and look up Lisa Howard or Lisa Howard Coaching. And I'm on Twitter, and I'm on there. You can go to @LisaHowardCoach. Instagram, I do have several pages that I run on there, but I primarily operate off of my Lisa Howard coaching page. And then I do have a women's motivational page that is primarily for women entrepreneurs and helping them to feel inspired and more powerful. And that is The Power Woman Inspires. And then finally, if you're into fitness and you're really looking for some motivation and support and want to see some yummy food and some pictures of me rocking out my workouts, I do post videos on there from time to time, and lots of inspiration and energy on my Iron Liberators page. Here's my website, www.lisahowardcoaching.com. And finally, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions for me, feel free to send me an email, coachlisa3112@gmail.com. And again, thanks everybody for staying until the end of my presentation. And I hope that you all have a great day, and go out there and remember that you are in charge of your own feelings and your own emotions, and you do have a choice in how you choose to react to the way that the world is. At times, it's a very heavy, depressing world that will beat you down if you let it. So you need to put up your dukes and get that enthusiasm and excitement about what you are trying to do in life, and stick to your gun and keep up that enthusiasm in your life. And I hope you all have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you later. Bye.